In Vic and I want a mining job. Viewers question. Conversations about mining. Welcome to Australian Mining for New Starters, and I'm here by myself today. We've got school holidays on over here in WA, and Jess is engaged with that at the moment. So I thought I would take the opportunity to answer a viewer's question that we got yesterday. And it's from a guy that's in Victoria. He really wants to get a start underground and love to do the course to switch industries. Got goals like being a jumbo operator. Everybody wants to be a jumbo operator when they get paid $2,500 a day. But he wants to stay in Victoria, so what can he do? So I've already written him back an answer, but I told him I was going to put this into a video to explain it a little bit more. So he basically got three options. The first option, I'm going to go over to the map so we can have a look. And this is the map of Australia with all the copper and gold projects loaded up on around it. And you'll see there's quite a few here in Victoria at the moment. So first option is that you try and get yourself a job here in Victoria. Now, they don't come up often, but you know the companies in Victoria do advertise probably every 2 to 3 months for entry-level people for these mines around Bendigo and Ballarat and Stawell. But it is what it is. If they've got people working out, then they probably don't need people. If they're turning people over, then they'll always be looking. So you just really need to set yourself up for that and be ready to go for when the job comes up. So again, it'd be do the training, make sure that you're ready, and wait for the jobs to come up. So that's your first option. Second option is to have a look at for the drive-in, drive-outs that are in the middle of New South Wales and also down in Tasmania, because while I've only got gold and copper linked up on this, there's a lot of hard rock mines down in Tasmania that are doing the base metals that are going into batteries that have got all forward sales, so they're profitable, and they're always looking for people down there. So there's a lot of jobs come up in Tasmania. So I know people are coming across and doing that and doing drive-in, drive-out from the Victorian area and doing that sort of stuff, or even they're flying a few people in and out as you get more experience. So if you're trying to get in as a start and you think that you're going to get a big fly in, fly out role from anywhere out of the state that the mine's located in, it's not going to happen. It's not until you get a few years experience and you've got some value to the company in the jobs that you know how to do that they'll start flying you around. But once you do, they'll fly you to Timbuktu if they've got to. It's a matter of having that experience first. And the third option that I talked to him about was going to a mining town and temporarily relocating to that area yourself. So the family stays back in Victoria, you come across to Kalgoorlie, get yourself your start, do your 6 to 12 months or even a little bit longer, do your overtime. That's going to help you climb the ladder really quickly. So, a lot of people come over and instead of on the even time roster, the week on, week off, they start doing 3 weeks and 1 week, and then that way fly home in their week off or in that roster, and it gives them a bit of extra money to do it. It doesn't take long to get 6 to 12 months experience up. Once you've got 12 months experience up, all these mines that would be not taking you because you've got no experience now will all be jumping at the chance to get to you, and those include the mines in Victoria. So what I'm probably saying to you is that in your message here, you sort of want to take a long-term view of it and want to be make a career out of it. So that's what you have to do. You have to take a long-term view of it. So if you want to try and just do it from Victoria only in option one, prepare yourself and then make sure that you're ready to go and apply when the jobs come up. And that's going to be a wait and see sort of thing. If you want to sort of make it happen as soon as possible, then the third option's sort of there. But if you come over to Seek and type underground in, you're going to see all these jobs come up, and they're just everywhere. Underground truck, entry-level New South Wales. This is an interesting one because I saw this come up before when I was looking at the job ads, and this is the one that Trey got the job with. And if you come over to our Wall of Fame page, which is in the courses column, and it's all people that have sent us stuff that have gotten jobs. Trey actually got a truck driving job at that mine, and he actually says, and you can have a look at it. I won't go into it, but you can have a look at it yourself. He actually says in the interview, in the text message that he sent with me, there are a lot of people. There was one guy in the room that he talked to that had been chasing it for 15 months. And the reason that this ad is up here like this is because out of the group of 10 or 12 or however many they took on that initial intake about a month ago when Trey got in, or 3 weeks ago when Trey got in, they will have already had failures, and to the point where they're already looking for new people to set up the interview process, to get it all going again, to get more people through the system. And the reason that happens is because people just go in totally unprepared. And when you go in, you go in green, you leave yourself open to the system, and there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong when you leave yourself open to the system, unfortunately, because you get paired up with buddies, and sometimes they've got a lot of experience, and sometimes they don't have a lot of experience. And safety and training unfortunately does a lot of paperwork. They don't end up doing a lot of training. You end up getting a buddy to show you how it all works. And that you can just be left in the lap of the gods with how good the buddy is sometimes, unfortunately. And that's why the training's so good, because it teaches you the good and the bad. Krakau's looking for people. Aries, their information's in the back of the training, so you can apply directly to the HR department. Barminco in WA is looking again as well, so that's there. And Olympic Dam, they just posted their ad a fortnight ago, so that tells you everything that you need to know about their need for people and their need for bringing more people through the system. It's just job ads everywhere, and consistent job ads. Nobody wants to hire new people, but everybody's got to, because anybody that's got any experience in truck driving roles, or 6 to 12 months underground experience, they're all looking for the next level up. So they're all looking for that the service crew role or the pace crew role, because it pays more money. And you got Northern Star here looking for people. Ptolemade that's in New South Wales, they're looking for people. Mount Isa again. There's just like in what we do now, this is where all the entry level jobs are, and this is where all the work is. And if you want into mining, this is what mining is now. So and you can come over to the shop and have a look at the different packages that we do. My suggestion before anybody does anything is that they do the intro, because you can upgrade to the other packages. You can buy the upgrade to the 3-step plan from the DIY, and you can buy the upgrade to the work ready from the DIY. But the reason I suggest that is because it's going to give you a good perspective on whether you want to do it or not. Because we get a lot of people that do the training that decide mining's not for them. The reason that they decide that is because we actually tell you exactly how it all works, and that makes a huge difference when you're making a decision whether you want to go ahead with it. Because I can guarantee you that the group that got hired with Trey, there will be probably, if they got 10 people in, there's probably 3 or 4 people that after 3 or 4 days on site, they will have worked out, holy shit, this isn't mining. I didn't have a clear understanding of what mining is, and I don't want to do it. And whereas with this, we give you a clear understanding of what you're getting yourself into, the good stuff and the bad stuff, so there's no surprises. And that's why the employers like people that have done the training, because there's no surprises with it. You've got a good understanding of what you're getting yourself into, and most of the people hit the ground running and are able to assimilate to the culture very quickly and just get up and running as quickly as possible. And there's just jobs all over the country, and it's just a matter of choosing which way you want to go. So I hope that answers your question, Ryan. That's what I'd do. If you want to sort of make a career of it and jump in straight away, then option number 3, heading straight to Kalgoorlie, getting yourself a job, setting yourself up with experience, leaving the family at home, and then going from there. If you want to talk about that a bit more, just let us know and we can workshop that a bit for you if you like. I just thought it would be a good opportunity to answer that question, since Jess has got other things going on at the moment with school holidays. And it comes up a lot, and it can apply the same to if you're in New South Wales or Queensland or wherever. The same sort of stuff applies. But this guy happened to be in Victoria, Ryan happened to be in Victoria, so I decided it would be a good thing to do for him. So I hope you found that interesting, and if you could share the video around and like and subscribe the channel. Thanks.